heart and the feeling into it that it deserves. And Bob said, gee, Bev, have you talked to Yossi? And I said, Yossi? And he said, Yossi Govrin is right here in Santa Monica Galleries. And he took me over and introduced me to Yossi, and we immediately knew that Yossi was it. We saw what he had done, and he's internationally known for his work. It's marvelous. If you haven't visited his galleries, I urge you to do that. But also, beyond that, Yossi, it was apparent that he had the heart and the craftsmanship and the mastery of this medium, and that's what we wanted. I just would say one more thing that I learned about sculpture in this day and age is that you can do it digitally. You can take a picture, and you can copy that picture, and you can have everything absolutely exactly mathematically correct, the measurement from here to here, and it'll all be wonderful. But looking at it, you don't feel the heart. It's precise. But we felt there was something that we wanted to capture, to bring to all of you and to the young people and the citizens of this community and beyond, so that they would understand Mr. Douglas and why he was so special. So today we have the wonderful, wonderful duty and opportunity of unveiling the statue for all of you to see. And Yossi Govrin is here, and we have a special, special guest with us who worked with us on this, advised us, came, looked, says, you have the Douglas for it. So she was advising us, and we are honored to have with us Dr. Victoria Douglas Thorson, the granddaughter of Mr. Douglas.
Thank you so much for coming. I don't have a great voice today. My grandfather would have been just thrilled and pleased that so many former employees came. I'm one myself, Interiors Department. We did the fluff, but we had a lot of fun doing it. But my grandfather and my dad and my entire family, who mostly worked here, would be just so thrilled and honored that you would come out and witness this gorgeous piece of sculpture and have this gorgeous plane to enjoy for all of us. So I cannot thank you all enough for coming out. I hope we get together in a few minutes and eat and drink and get to talk to one another. So thank you from my family.
The sun is shining through, so if I find my notes, then we'll be okay. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for all of you coming to celebrate with us, and thank you also for my family who came from Israel and Canada, and all the friends. It's really exciting to see all of you here. Oops, I do stuff like this. That's right. Personally, I'm afraid of flying. So, ironically, I was assigned to be a paratrooper in the Israeli army. So many times during this period in my life, I found myself jumping out of DC trees, hoping I was going to make it down there. I'm really serious. It was my first encounter with a DC tree. So this time around, when Beverly Huskinson commissioned me to create the sculpture of Donald Douglas for the DC tree monument, I was relieved there was no flying involved. However, this project did have wings, and it took off in such a magnificent way, especially by the propels of Beverly Huskinson and Bob Trainborn. It was their vision, imagination, and passion to create a monument that would truly honor Donald Douglas as the great aviator he was. To you, Beverly, thank you for the time you spent with me telling me about Donald Douglas, the person. Your love and appreciation for this great man spilled over into my vision and helped me create a very tall, loving, honorable man, pleased with himself and his accomplishment, and comfortable in his skin and clothes. I wish you could see the view from here. You guys look so great down there, really. To you, Bob, thank you for recommending me and my work to Beverly. Managing the Santa Monica Airport has its demands and challenges, I'm sure. So it is admirable that you would not only pass and dream about this monument that would pay tribute to Donald W. Douglas, but you also followed your vision to the very end. It is a magnificent sight. Finally, I'd like to thank especially Mrs. Victoria Douglas Strawson for joining us today. As I said, this is truly your extended family. That's why we are here to celebrate with you. And I enjoyed your last visit and felt relieved when you not only recognized your grandfather in the clay of the sculpture, but each facial part was familiar to you. Then I knew my work was done. Thank you for all the people who helped me make that sculpture. Thank you.